Happy Halloween, Daisy. Happy Halloween to you, sweetheart. Daisy says happy Halloween. Daisy says we're covering Roku this time out for Halloween films in this video. Got to get that bad taste of those Puppet Master movies out of our mouth. Those weren't very good. I released that video yesterday. If you want to check it out, I sat down and watched all the Puppet Master movies. Yikes! Not a good video and not a great series of movies. But we're past that. We're in a new day. We're in Roku. And there's a couple good movies. I did Red State, which it's not really a horror movie. It's under horror. It's a Kevin Smith movie. We did The Good Neighbor, I believe it's called, and which was not a very good movie. The Children of the Corn, which is a classic, which I think I saw as a kid, and I didn't remember much about it. It's all right. We'll do the review. What else we got? We did two other ones. What we do here? We did Dark Skies. You remember Dark Skies? What did you think about Dark Skies, Daisy? And then we did All Hallows Eve, which has the first appearance, or at least the first movie appearance of Art the Clown from all the Terrifier movies. I've reviewed both Terrifier last Halloween and Terrifier 2. I have an individual movie review if you want to seek that out. Maybe if I remember, I'll put it down in the description. Both great movies. I love both movies. Gory is all hell. Definitely Halloween movies. And this was definitely a Halloween movie. It was more of an anthology this time out. So we're going to cover all 5 of those movies, and welcome to Roku Day for Halloween. And Daisy's going to have the last word. Okay, Daisy, what you got to... And as I show each time, these are all the free streaming services you can go to watch free movies and television shows. And these are the 5 movies that we'll be covering in this review video. And again, these are all free to stream for your viewing pleasure. All those links to those films are going to be right down in that description. So you can add your thoughts about these films or add your own films you think I should check out. And here's a pirate with thumbs up. I think it's a pirate. Here's the Roku Channel logo. So let's get into the review, shall we? 3 horny teenagers, Travis, Jared, and Billy Ray, can't believe their luck when they meet a woman online who says she wants to hook up with all 3 of them at once. But the promise of sex is a trap, and the boys find themselves in the hands of Abin Cooper, a lunatic preacher who spews so much hatred that even neo-Nazis stay away. Cooper means to kill the trio for their sins, prompting a desperate bid for escape. Red State is a 2011 American independent horror thriller film written and directed by Kevin Smith and starring Michael Parks, John Goodman, Michael Angiorano, Melissa Leo, and Stephen Root. After months of saying that the distribution rights to the film would be auctioned off immediately after the premiere of the Sundance Film Festival, Smith controversially announced that he was instead going to self-distribute the picture under S-Modcast picture banner with a traveling show in select cities. On June 28, 2011, Smith announced a 1-week run in Quentin Tarantino's New Beverly Cinema, making the film eligible for Academy Award consideration. That's a stretch. The film was released via video on demand on September 1st of 2011 through Lionsgate in select theaters for a special one-night-only engagement on September 23rd of 2011 via the Smodcast Pictures, whatever the hell you say that, and on home video on October 18th of 2011. Kevin Smith announced at the Wizard World Chicago 2006 convention that his next project would move in a different direction and it would be a straight horror film. In April of 2007, Smith revealed the title of the movie to be Red State and said that it was inspired by infamous Pastor Fred Phelps and the Waco siege, or as Smith claimed, very much about that subject matter, that point of view, and that position taken to the absolute extreme. It's certainly not Phelps himself, but it's very much inspired by a Phelps-like character. I did like the movie. It's right up there with Kevin Smith's Tusk. It was well written and well executed. My confusion lies in why the film was listed in the genre of horror. Although it does get a bit violent, there are no horror aspects in the film at all. I'll leave it to you in these reviews, as I feel it's worth discussing and worth giving a good review to people who have never considered the movie before, but definitely not a horror movie. I find it interesting that Westboro Baptist Church protested the film's release at the Sundance Film Festival because some of the elements of the film were modeled after the founder and member of the Westboro Baptist Church, Fred Phelps. This could have been modeled after any radical group. David Koresh comes to mind. Religion can be used as a very persuasive and dangerous weapon, and this movie just paints that picture and asks those questions. I don't know what you're protesting about. Anyways, check out this film. It's not necessarily for Halloween. It's not a horror movie, but it's worth a watch. Let's get this one out of the way because it's not very good. The Good Neighbor is, that's funny, The Good Neighbor. The Bad Neighbor, it should read. The Good Neighbor is 2016 American psychological horror film directed by Kasra Farahani. And traditionally, I'm going to butcher people's names, so I'll continue that tradition. And written by Mark Bayansuli and Jeff Richard. The film stars James Caan, and that's solely the reason why I watched this. Other actors were Logan Miller, never heard of him. Keir Gilchrist, never heard of him. The film was released on September 16th of 2016 by Vertical Entertainment. Two high school kids stage a haunting with cameras in James Caan's house. The Waiting is a good name for this movie because I was waiting through the whole movie for something to happen. I'm not sure why Roku has this under horror. This was straight out and perfectly boring. This movie could have easily been put into a 30-minute short film. It has nothing to say, and the great James Caan is wasted in this. There's nothing thrilling, scary, or Halloween related beyond the kids in the film having a Halloween party, which is also boring. The two kids in the movie aren't particularly likable, and the only reason I watched this, as I said, was for James Caan, who is wasted in this film. As I mentioned, I just wanted to do it twice so it registers. I hated this movie, and I'm not recommending this film for Halloween season or any other day during the year. The movie blows. It sucks. The character of Ethan was beyond annoying. This movie as a whole was beyond annoying. Nothing happens. There is no reason for this movie to exist. Children of the Corn is a 1984 American supernatural slasher film based upon Stephen King's 1977 short story of the same name. It was directed by Fritz Kirsch, and the film stars a very young Linda Hamilton from the Terminator fame franchise. Set in the fictitious rural town of Gatlin, Nebraska, the film tells the story of a malevolent entity referred to as He Who Walks Behind the Rose, which entices the town's children to ritually murder all the town's adults, as well as a couple driving across the country to ensure a successful corn harvest. King wrote the original draft of the screenplay, which focused more on the characters of Bert and Vicky and depicted more history of the uprising of the children of Gatlin. The script was disregarded in favor of George Goldsmith's screenplay, which featured more violence and a more conventional narrative structure. The filming took place mainly in Iowa, but also in California. It spawned a franchise of films, and it has gained a cult following. Just keep in mind, it was the 1980s, so what do you expect? It was good to see Linda Hamilton in something beyond the Terminator franchise. She really hasn't made movies beyond the 80s, so they are far and few between. It's an okay movie, it's watchable, and it's a hell of a lot better than The Good Neighbor. I do have to say the ending impressed me to the level of destruction that happened. I think that's where the majority of the budget went. This wasn't done by any CGI. It was all practical, and that was pretty awesome. I so miss practical effects and actual explosions and things of that nature, squibs and gunshots and real gunshots, not CGI gunshots. This movie has it. This has practical effects. I would recommend it for a casual Halloween. Dark Skies is a 2013 American science fiction horror film written and directed by Scott Stewart, produced by Jason Blum under his Blumhouse Productions banner, and starring Kerry Russell, Josh Hamilton, Dakota Goyle, and J.K. Simmons, the great J.K. Simmons. Dark Skies was released in the United States on February 22nd of 2013 by Dimension Films. The film grossed $27.8 million worldwide and received mixed reviews from critics, with many praising the performances, direction, and atmosphere, but criticizing its screenplay, muddled plot, and characters. This movie is extremely competent with a good script and good acting. There's nothing new to any of it, and probably as I just turned 53 years of age and have seen countless movies in my lifetime, that will hold true to any film I see from here on out, until death do me part. The movie explores the mystery of what is happening around the characters in the typical manner we've seen a gazillion times. It's a slow burn where small happenings occur and little bits of information present themselves. specialists fill in little clues. If you watch this movie, you'll follow what I mean. It's following the same path you've seen in countless other movies. I think the movie Signs is a good example. This film plays like that, and I know Signs isn't the originator. It's just a more famous movie to throw at you to make the comparison. If I was to nitpick, I'm sick of movies where a character tries to explain the phenomena or event that is propelling the plot of the film to another character, and the other character denies and doesn't believe what's being explained. It's been done to death. It's stupid. I remember watching the first season of Stranger Things when Joyce Byers is explaining the bizarre events unfolding to Jim Hopper, and Hopper believed her. I was like, yes, finally. They put that tired trope on its head so easily. It's just dumb. An average person that watches movies sees this all the time. That in turn would make your average person unconsciously consider more strange alternatives to the events happening around them. Not in this film. This film sticks to the same tired formula of character A explaining, character B thinks character A is nuts. It's so tiring. I will recommend this movie for your viewing pleasure. It's got enough creeps in it to watch during the Halloween season. I wasn't bored at any time. The performances were solid. The mystery was engaging enough to hold interest. We have a solid movie here. Nothing exceptional or different. It's a very disposable movie you'll forget about the next day, but entertaining enough to fill a couple hours of your time. J.K. Simmons has a small role in this film, and any scene with him in it is always awesome. There has been talk over the years, and recently as 2023, for a sequel. This movie doesn't really need one, although it does end on a cliffhanger, I suppose. Not one that really needs to be addressed with another film. And we finish up with the film All Hallows Eve, and that's a 2013 American horror anthology film edited, written, and directed by Damien Leone, and his feature film directorial debut. Can't talk today. The film is presented as a series of shorts that two children and their babysitter discover on an unmarked videotape on Halloween night, all of which feature a homicidal clown named Art the Clown. The film stars Katie McGeer, Catherine Callahan, Mary Mazer, and Kayla Leon, with Mike Gianelli as Art the Clown. Sorry, Mike, I seem to always mispronounce your name. It incorporates footage from the 2008 short film The Ninth Circle, as well as the 2011 short film Terrifier, both of which were also directed by Leon and featured Art the Clown. And I've also done reviews for both those films, and I do love both those films, and it's on this channel. So All Hallows Eve was released direct-to-video by Image Entertainment on October 29th of 2013 and received mixed reviews. The film was followed by a standalone anthology sequel, All Hallows Eve 2, in 2015, which features segments by different directors. The character of Art the Clown would later be featured in the 2016 film Terrifier and the 2022 sequel Terrifier 2, both written and directed by Leon. Can you imagine what this guy dreams of at night? Oh, you're a sick fucker, Leon. I only watched this for Art the Clown. I enjoy the two Terrifier films to date, so I thought I would check out the film he premiered in. My Terrifier reviews can be found in two links found in the description, as I mentioned them before. And he has the two short films I mentioned also, and I did watch those before I watched this film. Both those films are also linked in the description if you want to check those out. So this is a perfect Halloween gore fest. You have stalkers, killers, blood, and screams. This movie was made for Halloween. No bats, vampires, and Michael Myers about it. It's got the right number of creeps. It's a competent and well put together film. It has the first appearance of Art the Clown in a feature-length film. I would say do it, watch it. I highly recommend it. Yes, Art the Clown movies are fucked up as fuck. They're really well-made movies and well-written and well put together. They're disgusting, and I don't know. I still like them. It's a great film for this Halloween. Check out All Hallows Eve. So all you need to do to enjoy these horror Halloween-esque films on the Roku Channel is to search through Google for Roku Channel, or just put in Roku.com. And let's see, we'll go to free movies and TV. Oh, it's just going to scroll down there. Let's see what we got. Free movies. You can scroll through here, see what they've got. Or you can just put in Roku Channel horror. And then we'll see what we got here. All right, genre up here, horror, and that will load up its goodness. And there we go, tons and tons of horror. And we just hit this here. All right, there we go. There's tons of stuff on here, gals and guys. It's so fun. There's Ash versus the Evil Dead.
That's premium, though. You got to pay for that. The first episode's free. That's cool. Anyways, I will have the links to the free movies that I reviewed in this particular video on below in the description, and you can just go through yourself and see what's free on the Roku. You're going to see a lot of duplicates for other channels, but there are exclusives to each streaming service. And you don't have to pay for a subscription. You don't have to pay for Netflix. Disney's raising its price $3 a month. You don't have to pay for all that crap. There is plenty and plenty of material. Is ad revenue based, meaning there is an ad that pops up once in a while, but you don't have to make a monthly purchase. Save yourself some money. Go get yourself a Dunkin' Donuts coffee instead, and then watch these movies. All right, gals and guys, we got one more, I think, for tomorrow. Happy Halloween, but I'm going to say Happy Halloween again tomorrow. So, I mean, take it or leave it, but tomorrow you have to take it because I think it's the last time I'll say it. All right, gals and guys, I'll catch you tomorrow.